Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today we have a very special guest star. We have Frank with us today.
Hello, everybody.
And Frank may not be here for the whole live, but he'll either pop in and out or he'll just be at the beginning and then leave later on. But yeah, we have Frank today. So get ready to ask him y'all questions. And also if you're watching on replay, um, I want to welcome you, and also please leave a comment on the video to let me know that you're watching on replay.
Hi, Crystal.
And feel free to answer the questions that are asked in the live in the comments too, if you're watching on replay. And hi, Crystal, how are you doing today? Can you hear Frank okay? Because I know his voice doesn't carry as well as mine.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
But and another thing too, later in the live, we're going to be playing a new little game, and I hope y'all enjoy this game because it's actually one of my ideas to do later on for a regular giveaway. But with this little game we're going to be playing, if you live in the continental U.S., the prize would either be 3 stitch markers, or you could pick one of my beanie patterns, which there's the Easter plaid beanie pattern or the pink lemonade. Oops. Well, it looks holy because my green screen, it filters the green out. But this is the knitted hat right here, the pink lemonade beanie, and the Easter plaid beanie is the crocheted hat and the waistcoat stitch. And if you're international or you live in Hawaii or Alaska, then you would just get to pick one of the patterns. You're not going to be able to get the stitch markers, have that option. It would just be the patterns. But that's what's going to be happening today.
Hello, Carrie.
And hi, Carrie. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And how do y'all like my green screen? It's UFOs. I really wanted to have an alien too, but I couldn't find any where an alien would really show, like in between like me or Frank being in the video. So I just had to go with UFOs. And let's see. And Crystal says, I am good. I hear and see you both fine. Okay, good. Because I know like whenever Frank is in my regular videos with my other camera, his voice doesn't pick up well on that camera.
Not at all, really.
I usually have to raise his voice when I edit the video because his voice does not pick up well at all. And Brenda is here. Hi, Brenda. How are you doing today?
Hi, Brenda.
And what are you currently working on? And yes, if y'all have questions for Frank, feel free to ask him questions. Or if y'all have questions for me too. But I figured y'all would have fun asking Frank some questions today so y'all could get to know him better. Crystal says she loves the green screen background. And if y'all haven't noticed my new thing, like whenever I leave comments and stuff, I've been using the alien and the ghost emoji. That's like my new go-to emojis. And Brenda says hi to everyone. And Crystal, well, we have another Crystal here. Crystal Hayes. Hi, Crystal. How are you today?
Hi, Crystal.
And what are you currently working on? And let's see. And Carrie says she's crocheting the American tank. Malgina is doing and hanging out with the bunnies. Yeah, your bunnies are gorgeous, and like my favorite is Jelly Bean because he's so big. And let's see. And Brenda says, doing well, not working. working on anything at the moment. Traveling to Maine to visit my niece. Ooh, nice. I hope you have a good time. Um, Today I was finishing up on my temperature blanket rows, which I have that finished now. So this afternoon I'll be working on my ocean blanket. And I actually went to Etsy and got some applique patterns so I can put like more different fish and stuff like that and coral on the background of the blanket, well, on the blanket. Because one time in a Facebook group that I'm in, I saw someone that did all sorts of different fish and coral, and it was gorgeous. Where I mean, mine's not going to look like hers because she used different appliques and stuff, but I love the look of how it had the different scenery on the blanket. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask the first question, and Frank's going to join in on answering. So, if you could have any pet, what would it be and why? I would and I would kind of go with something that's not an ordinary pet on this question.
Pet rock.
Frank, what's a pet rock? But because I mean, like, a lot of us, we have cats and dogs already, so I would kind of go outside the box. I would want a pet elephant, but I don't know how it would fit in our yard. But I think it would be interesting to have an elephant. And let's see. Oops, wrong comment. And JK O'Shea, this and that is here.
Hello, JKL.
And what is your first name? So I can call you by your name. And how are you doing today? And what are you currently working on?
Just kidding and laughing.
Well, Frank just gave you a name now. Crystal says I'm working on an American blanket. And Carrie says bunnies, of course. Now, what would it be if you live in bunnies? Something that's not your typical pet. And Brenda says black wolf.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So are you're starting to start your own channel now, Janet? Let us know if you're starting your channel, and I'll help try to get the word out about it. Crystal says, I think it would be fun to have a unicorn or dragon. Oh, I like the unicorn idea. And I used to always, I was big into unicorns when I was a kid. Your first video? You did your first video? I'm going to have to go find it. Awesome. Because if you have your first video up, I'll give you a shout out in my Shout Out Thursday video. And if there's any other content creators, which I don't think there is yet, but any content creators that want to shout out, let me know. Or if y'all know of newer channels that you think could use a shout out, let me know and bring those small channels to my attention. And Crystal says tiger or maybe cheetah. Nice. Okay, let me write your channel name down so I don't forget, Janet. Give me just a second, y'all. You want to entertain them while You want to say anything, Frank?
How about I just make a funny face? That's about the extent of my funny faces.
Frank can be shy sometimes, y'all. Okay, I have you down, Janet, for a shout out. Okay, let me move my notebook. I'm in a tight space, so it's kind of hard to juggle everything. That's my questions. Okay. And Crystal, can you drop the link for Janet's channel too? So that way we can help get the word out about her channel. And Carrie says horses, but I need bunnies in my life to be happy. I need kitty cats to be happy. And Angela says a pet ant farm. Oh, you finished your cow now? Oh, awesome. Yeah, your cow is coming along nicely. And you said because your daughter didn't want it too big. Okay, nice. Oh, it's not up yet. Is it going to be up before Thursday? Because if it is, I'll do the shout out on Thursday for your channel. If not, then let me know when you get that first video up, and I'll do it on the following, Thursday that falls afterwards. Carrie wants to know, how do you feel about yarn stashes? I know they're taking over the house, huh?
Yeah, they are. That's all right. I got used to it. She's got her collection of stuff. I have mine.
And just so y'all know, Frank does not do any type of yarn craft. He doesn't crochet or knit. I know, like in the Facebook groups, I think a lot of times when I make posts with him modeling my finished project, some people think that it's actually him that crocheted or knitted it. And then like later on they'll realize that they had it wrong. And it's just
all her.
Okay.
I don't mind modeling. I really don't. As long as I get to see my baby laugh at me.
She hasn't done her first video yet, Crystal, but we'll hook her up whenever the time comes. Okay. Let's see. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And also, when we do the game later on today, in order to win the little prize that I'm offering, you must be a subscriber, and your subscriptions have to be public. So keep that in mind. And let's see. And also, please make sure to like this live video here too. And Carrie says, my husband hates mine, laughing out loud, especially when it takes over his closet. And the sad thing is right now, my stash is pretty big because, like with the stimulus checks, I ordered a good bit of yarn. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I use a lot of that stimulus money on, things that we really needed, but I did splurge some on yarn too. So
and everybody deserves a hobby.
So, I have quite a bit of yarn in my stash right now. Oops. And also, if you're not already a member of my Facebook group, I'd like to invite you to join it. The link is right here. And it's a very laid back group. There's not that many rules. And basically, you can post anything knitting, crochet, yarn related. You can also post your animals because I love seeing animals. And if you're a content creator, you can also post about your channel in my group.
Just don't go crazy and be respectful.
It's all good. Y'all can post about y'all groups. Frank don't know what goes on in my group anyway.
Uh-oh.
I'm bad.
Yeah, she is.
I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question. And then finish up with catching the comments up. Let's see. What are your favorite songs from your teenage years that you still rock out to when nobody else is listening? So I like Pat Benatar a lot. Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Love Is a Battlefield. Richard Marx is another one I like. Angelia, and what's that? Right Here Waiting for You. Port's one that I like. Alanis Morissette.
Yep.
Especially You Ought to Know. I love that song. And Madonna, I listen to sometimes. What are some other ones I tend to? Debbie Gibson.
Meredith Brooks.
Oh yeah. And let's see. I also like Jewel. That's another one. How about you, Frank? What do you like to rock out to?
Oh, well, I definitely am a metal
From your
guy.
your younger days.
I'll do like my Metallica, my AC/DC, Quiet Riot, typical 80s hair band. I have been known, to branch out into classical, which is how I started. But for the most part, I don't really have time to listen to music except when I'm either going here or going there.
Okay. Janet, try subscribing to Crystal, and maybe Crystal can get your link that way. So that way, maybe it will help with people finding your channel for whenever you do post your first video. And let's see. Mimi is here. Hi, Mimi. How are you doing today?
Hi, Mimi.
And what are you currently working on? And let's see. Carrie says, I sell my work, so I need a big variety. I can get on sale instead of regular retail price. Canada is very expensive these days for yarn. I heard that it's expensive there. And I know like some countries, they don't have as big of a selection too. But yeah, I love catching yarn on sale. Like if I can find yarn at a yard sale or a thrift store, I'm gonna get it. And I love like when Walmart has it marked down. But Walmart's the only store in my town that sells yarn. So for the most part, I have to go with online. But I try to catch stuff on sale or like stuff that's the yarns that aren't as expensive. And HD is here. Hi HD, how are you doing today? And you're saying path. Is that a group or something? Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by path. I'm guessing maybe it's a type of group or something.
Is that like Striper?
And Janet says rock and roll all night and party every day. Yeah, that's Poison, right? Yeah, Poison.
No, that's not Poison. That's Kiss.
Oh yeah, but now you're making me think of Poison, which is another one that I like to listen to. Every rose has its thorn, and I'm trying to think of the other Poison songs. I don't know, but
I just like girls, girls, girls. But
the stuff that Frank comes up with, but yeah, I like Poison. Lisa is here. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And Crystal says Backstreet Boys. Yes, I like me some Backstreet Boys. Everybody Backstreet's back. All right, or however it goes. And there's another one that's a ballad that I really like, but I can't think of it offhand. And then Def Leppard. Yes, pour some sugar on me.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And Journey. The main song that there's a few that I like by Journey. I'm trying to think. What are Journey songs? I can't think of them.
Wheel in the Sky keeps on turning. Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, don't. That's the one I was thinking of. Don't Stop Believing.
Big City Nights. Or is it? No, that's Kiss.
Let's see. And here is a link for Crystal's channel. Y'all go check her channel out. She has an awesome channel. And also, if you're a content creator and you want your channel link dropped, just type CC in the comments, and Crystal will drop your link for you. Oh, you got to go now?
I'm going to step out.
Yeah, yeah, his back's hurting. So just give us a little second to readjust. And he just knocked over my water. I'll get that later though. Okay. So it's just me now. And Mimi says, very good today, knitting socks today. Awesome. I'm currently working on my first pair of knitting socks. So, but I am like wanting to get more into doing different things with knitting socks. Like I especially want to do cables on socks. And Janet says she loves Journey. And let's see. Carrie says y'all have a terrible selection of yarn. Yeah, like I said, like for us, we just have Walmart. I have to go to Lafayette, which we don't go to Lafayette that often, to hit like Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's. And Crystal says it was one of my mom's faves. It grew on me. And speaking of your mom, where is she today? Carrie says Hobby Lobby needs to come to Canada. It was funny. I'm like, I just wish one craft store would come to my town. And Lisa says hugs right back at you, babe. That makes me think of You Got Me, Babe by Sharon. What's his name? I can't. Yes, yeah, Sonny. Cher, Sonny and Cher. Usually Frank always knows what I'm thinking. And also, if you have any pictures of finished objects that you I'd love to see your pictures, and I'd love to include them in one of my videos. Also, your pets too. I love seeing y'all pets. So y'all can either send y'all pictures to me either via email, which is just another stitch 2020@gmail.com, and it's also in the description box of this video, or you can post them in my Facebook group. And Lisa says, my husband loves Bon Jovi. Yes, Bon Jovi, Shot Through the Heart, Living on a Prayer. I know there's some other, but those are the only songs that are coming to mind offhand. And I also want to remind y'all, this Wednesday is my live bingo called Just Another Bingo. The game will start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I have a video up with more information about the bingo and taking signups where you can submit your numbers, which I highly encourage to submit your numbers on the video. It'll make my job easier on the day of the bingo. But I will be going live on the day of the bingo at 6:30, and I will take numbers from 6:30 to 6:55 for those that hadn't submitted their numbers yet. So I hope everyone can make it, and we're gonna have a good time. And the winner of the bingo will get a $20 gift card. And if you live in the continental United States, you'll have your pick of which like yarn store, like Michael's, Joann's, Hirschner's type things. At least wherever I can get a gift card from. But I know like Hobby Lobby, I think they mail it. But if y'all want it mailed, that's fine too. But and you can also do Amazon or Walmart too for a gift card, for which gift card you choose. Now, if you live international or in Hawaii or Alaska, then it would just be an Amazon gift card. So that would, that surprises. Or the prize, I mean. And Lisa says, I'm working on a little purse for my niece. Awesome. And another thing, too, I said this at the very beginning of the live, but those that are just joining in, later on, we will be playing a game today. And I'm going to leave y'all in suspense until right before we play the game what we're going to be doing. But I think y'all will like this. And this is an idea I have for a future regular giveaway, which I'll explain how that would, how that would work, after we finish playing the game and get y'all feedback on how y'all like this new game. But anyway, the prize is a little prize that the winner will win. If you live in the continental United States, you get your pick from, you can either get three stick markers mailed to you, or you can pick from one of my beanie patterns. Just one pattern you would be getting. Which there's the Easter plaid beanie, which is my crochet pattern and the waistcoat stitch. And well, this one's not going to show up as good because the green gets filtered out with my green screen. But this is my pink lemonade beanie, and this is a knitted hat pattern. And if you live in the internationally or in Alaska, Hawaii, then you would only get to pick, from the beanies, one of the two beanies. Because I'm not comfortable with mailing internationally and all that, so that's how that will work for prizes. And Crystal says, yes, that's the one. Quit Playing Games with My Heart is another balance by Backstreet Boys. Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. And Crystal says some of their newer stuff is good too. I don't know if I've heard any of their newer stuff, but I know I like their older stuff. Crystal and Lisa say bye, Frank. And Janet says she's already subscribed to you, Crystal. And I'm going to go ahead and ask y'all the next question, and then I'll finish reading the comments. Now that Frank isn't with us, I could ask some Yorny questions. So I want to know what's on either your Yorny wish list or your pattern wish list. So, what type of yarn would you like to be able to get that you haven't, gotten before, or what patterns you would like to make that you haven't done yet? Like, your favorite ones. And for yarn, I really want the ice yarn. The I can't think of the name of it. It's more like the prism type looking ones. I know Crystal should know the ones I'm referring to. That, and also their sparkly yarns. I love the sparkle. That's what I would want to add to my collection. And then of course, like the beautiful hand dyed yarns. I mean, I have a couple, but I would love to have more hand dyed yarns. And for patterns, there's this sunflower pocket shawl that I've been wanting this pattern, and eventually I'm going to get the pattern. But that's one pattern that I do want to do, and I may even put that as one of my goals for next year to do. Then I also want to do a Afghan, and I really want like a Winnie the Pooh themed one. There's a few different ones that I'm eyeing. I don't know yet which one I'll go with, but yeah, something like Winnie the Pooh for a Afghan. And let's see. Crystal says, "Oh, let me go find you that way, and I can drop your link." Okay. Oh, yes, and if anyone is interested in being a moderator on my live videos, let me know so I can add you as a moderator. And Laura, it was Laura Lee, right? I know you had told Crystal last night, and I can't remember which way it is. Let me know again in the comments. But how are you doing today, and what are you currently working on? And Crystal says Mom and Mama are in town. So they're going shopping. And here is Lisa's link for her channel. And she only needs one more subscriber to reach 300. Woohoo! Oh, that's awesome! Congrats, Lisa. And hopefully you'll get that subscriber today. So yeah, y'all go check out Lisa's channel and let her get to 300 today, and hopefully surpass 300. But yeah, that is awesome. And I'm getting close to 600 subscribers. I think 28 away. So yeah, come on, 28 more people subscribe to my channel so I can get 600. But anyway, but yeah, check out Lisa's channel. Yeah, and Janice and Sunny and Cher, yeah. And also, if anyone would be interested in purchasing my pink lemonade beanie, it's on sale on Ravelry for $2 for the pattern. And my Easter plaid beanie is also available, and that's $2 too. And let's see. And here is the link for Mimi's channel. So y'all go check her channel out too, and support her and show her your love. Okay. Here's the link for Janet's channel, and she's fixing to do her first video. So yeah, y'all get ready to watch her first video soon. And Janet says, I love Green Day, especially Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Okay. And Crystal says that is a good song. And okay, I see Lisa dropped a link, but I'm not sure what this link is for. Oh, okay, never mind. It's HD's link. Okay, I see now. Never mind. But yeah, y'all go check out HD's channel and show her your support and love. And let's see. And Crystal says, "We find it was a learning curve for all of us that started a channel." And yes, it is. And you figure things out as you go, and usually content creators along the journey will give you some helpful advice too. So, and like, if you ever have questions, you could always drop me a line and I'll try to help you out. And Janet says, "You're so cool." I hope you're referring to me. Or it might be Crystal you were talking to, but and Lisa says, "Love that hat. Thank you." And Lorelai loves it too. Oh, thank y'all. Yeah, and pretty soon, probably around June 1st, I'm gonna start working on designing a patriotic scarf. So be looking forward to that. And Crystal says, if you have Facebook, you can also message me or Connie if you have any questions on how to do something on your channel. Yes. And actually right now, I have my settings where it's easier, where you can send me a friend request on Facebook. I'm Connie Langley on there. I used to have it where only friends of friends could, but recently I had changed my things to let someone send me a friend request that also had their settings private, and I never changed it back. And I don't know. I'm gonna let it stay unprivate for at least, and see if I start having the strange people sending me friend requests, and because that's the main reason I don't like having my having my Facebook as public, because you get these odd people that start messaging you and sending you friend requests, and they're like spammers and all, and it's like I don't like that. But so far I haven't really had any issues, so I'll see what happens. At least it's ice yarn, and I would like to knit a sock by loom. Yeah, ice yarn is nice. And I never did loom knit any socks. But I have a friend that actually did do a pair of socks on the loom. But I don't know, like I first I used to loom knit. That was my hobby. And then basically once I learned how to knit, I got away from loom knitting. I find you have more freedom with regular knitting. And Crystal says, patter, toothless from How to Train Your Dragon crochet pattern. Ah, nice. And yeah, and Brenda had done a really cute dragon um that I had posted recently in a video. And Lorelai said, I like the Ice Picasso and Rockability. Yeah, I think it's the Picasso I was thinking of, but the Rockability is nice too. And I have them in my cart at the Yarn Nut. She has such beautiful yarn. Yeah, and that's where I would go to order it whenever I finally do order some ice yarns. And Crystal says ice yarn, hipster yarns, prism yarns, and patterns. I can't read them. Oh, you can't read patterns. And eventually, I do want to try to do a tutorial on how to read patterns, but I still need to get some ink for my printer. Um, so eventually, I'll finally get some ink and work on doing a tutorial for that. Which, speaking of tutorials, I'm working on my how I'm working on my tutorial for making a basic beanie. So it'll probably be uploaded sometime Friday, and I'm hoping those that are that are beginner knitters will try to knit their first beanie. Okay, so it's Laura Lee. Am I saying it right, Laura Lee? And Angela says Supper Saver, I guess four ply. Oh, Super Saver four ply. Okay, I got it now. And the pattern of socks and hats knitted. Yeah, I'm getting curious about all different sock patterns now myself, and eventually I want to crochet a pair of socks too. Oh, and Ellie's here. Hi, Ellie. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? And Lorelai says, just join Coping with Yarns channel. Yes for Lee. I have 3 projects going. Okay, so I just have okay, I got it now. Yeah, yeah. I actually have 4 projects going right now, and it's like I don't like having that many different projects, but I'll get through it. And let's see. And here is a link to Crystal's 400 subscriber giveaway, which ends on the 24th, this Monday. So y'all go check out her giveaway if y'all haven't already. And also another thing that I want to let y'all know that's in the works. Me, Crystal, Lisa with Coping with Yarn, and Heather with the Biz Hooker, we're all working on where we're going to go live, all 4 of us together, and we're going to do it like once a month. But we're trying to figure out what we're going to call our lives when we go live together, and we plan to alternate on each other's channel each month. And we're still trying to come up what we're going to call our lives, and also when we're going to do our first live. So, but that is in the works. So look out for that coming. And Crystal says, I think Janet means both of us, Connie. Yeah, we're both cool. Janet's cool too. All of y'all are cool. And let's see. And Deanna's here. Hi, Deanna. How are you doing today? You're not too late. The game's gonna. I'll probably start the game in about 20 minutes. Approximately. It just depends on how much I'm still talking. And well, Frank was live at the beginning, and I don't know if he's gonna come back later on or not, but yeah, he just said his back's still hurting. But if you catch the beginning on replay, you can see Frank. And HD said, I watched your 400 subscriber video, Crystal, when premiered, but totally forgot to put her comment. Yeah. And sometimes that happens because I'll mean to comment on a video, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, and then it's like you forget about it. And let's see. Okay. Janet was asking for Lisa's link, which I think she should have put the link already. So once I get to that link, I'll put it on the screen. And Daigo is here. Hi, Daigo. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? Yep. Crystal's always on top of things. So usually the link is already dropped by the time that I get to the comment. And here's Lisa's right here. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to Lisa, go check her channel out. She's awesome. And Ellie says, I'm working on a bead it shawl for the bead it crochet wearable challenge. Awesome. And yet shawls are beautiful too. And one of these days I'm finally going to get around to crocheting or knitting with beads. And I've been thinking about when I start my first poncho, I'm thinking about doing beads on it, but I probably won't start the poncho until that challenge is over with. I'm late, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try to put some beads on my first poncho. Yeah, and Lisa says, "Come watch us. We will be fun. We'll be the awesome foursome." But we're still trying to come up with a name, what we're gonna call ourselves. We have some possibilities. And I think we're still kind of brainstorming too. And Deanna says, Ellie, that sounds beautiful. And Laura Lee said, you said it right. I wish my mother would have made it easier. The Lorelei is a mermaid, and she didn't like the lie sound on the end, so she dropped the I. Yeah, and what that is, I'm probably going to say it wrong too, and I apologize for it. But sometimes it takes me a while to get used to saying someone's name right. Kind of like Linnea. I still want to revert back to calling her Linnea. Even though I know, it's like I know it's not right, but out of habit, I go back to the wrong thing. But yeah, and Lorelai was also on what's that show called? It's at the tip of my tongue. I know it starts with the something with a G, girls. But Gilmore, that's it. See, Frank always knows. But yeah, Lorelai was a character on the Gilmore Girls. And Daigo says, I'm in Texas. I'm working on a cardigan. Ooh, nice. Yeah, and there's a lot of y'all from Texas. Crystal's from Texas. And Crystal is saying if you want your link dropped for your channel, type CC in the chat and she'll drop your link for you. And that's one thing, at any time in my live videos, if you want your link dropped, just put CC. And also Nightbot says it periodically too. And Crystal wants to know what part of Texas you're from, Daigo. Crystal's in Southeast Texas. And here is Daigo's channel. So y'all go check her channel out and y'all show her your support. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next question for y'all. Let's see. Okay. My next question for y'all is, what Yorny challenges are you participating in? And unfortunately, I'm not participating in, I don't think at least, in any right. Well, I am about to do the blindfold challenge. I still need to do my video, which I think I finally last night thought of something I could do to challenge the person I tag, which I'm trying to decide who I'm going to tag to. But I mean, it was really hard to think of another challenge that wasn't done already for the blindfold challenge. But yeah, hopefully, probably tomorrow I'm gonna try to shoot that video. Hopefully, but other than that, unfortunately, I don't think I'm involved in any other challenge. Um, I kind of have too many projects going on right now to get involved in the challenges, which I'm kind of hoping maybe next year I can start participating in more of the different challenges, which at least I hope. And Crystal is asking Ellie what yarn she's using for the challenge. And Daigo says, I'm in West Texas near Abilene. And Crystal says, okay, hi, my fellow Texan. And actually, Daigo, we're in neighboring states. I'm in Louisiana. Laura Lee says she answers to anything close. And Janet says Lorelai was a song by Styx. And Ellie says I'm using Lion Brand Cotton Blend DK. And Daigo would love to be a mod for me. Okay, let me write that down real quick. And after I finish with the live, I'll add you as a mod. Because I'm trying to make sure I have coverage on all my lives, that I have a moderator. Okay, I got you down. Oops, I just knocked something else over now. And Crystal says that Daigo, and Crystal herself, Gina getting Turnpike, Jill from Fiber Floozies, and someone else is in Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of y'all from Texas. And everything's bigger in Texas, too. And Ellie says the Beat It Crochet Wearable Challenge. And Crystal says, oh, that's awesome, Daigo. She is going to be happy when Connie finally gets to that comment. Now you got me curious. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, about the mod, I guess. Okay, yeah. Sometimes my brain don't always work fast enough. And Diago says, yes, I'm about an hour from Fiber Floozy and 3 to 4 hours from Gina. And Laura Lee says, coping with Yorn is at 302 now. Yay! Congrats! Happy 300 subscribers. I'm so happy for you. And it's like when you make that 100 mark, it's like it's so exciting. It's like it's this big deal. And Crystal said beat it crochet shawl challenge at the moment. And Deanna says none at the moment. And Lisa is saying thank you everybody. And let's see. Lisa is in Oregon. And Laura Lee says, I'm all alone here in Idaho. Oh, and really, I'm shocked at how many other people that I've heard that live in Louisiana. I would have thought I would have been pretty much the only one. And Crystal says, I was in the Jada and Stitches Mighty Mile a Minute calendar blanket, but I'm so far behind. Yeah, that's the one thing sometimes with challenges. It's like it's hard to keep up with everything, and I know I would get behind if I tried to do any of the challenges. And that's also kind of like the crochet or knit alongs. I would love to participate in, but I kind of planned out too much what I wanted to make this year, and it just really hasn't been worked out for me where I think I could join in on things. And Deanna says that she has family in Southern California. Last name Leva. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but and Janet is in Illinois. And whenever I was in the Navy, I was stationed in Great Lakes, Illinois, which I think is about an hour from Chicago. And Angela says she's in none of them. Crystal says I'm from Oklahoma. And Daigo says if you're familiar with Adele Romero, she and I live in the same city. And Crystal says, wow, I know the name only. Okay, let's see. And again, I want to remind y'all that I will be doing my live bingo Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if y'all want to play, get y'all numbers to me. And like I said, I will still take numbers the day of the bingo between 6:30 and 6:55. But I really hope all of y'all can make it. And I hope we all have a good time. And Lisa says, I'm going to do the Beat It Challenge. I do have a lot of other things I'm working on, but I'm feeling the pressure. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like me, I'm trying to get my ocean blanket finished, my socks, and then like I said, I'm about to work on that patriotic scarf that I want to design. And I still have 2 more goals that I want to reach by the end of the year with making my first poncho. And I want to make that peppermint blanket that's real popular at Christmas time. I love that blanket. And blankets, of course, they take a long time to make. Daigo says she'll be right back. And Laura Lee says, I don't have easy access to yarn and things. By the time I order and get the yarn, the challenge is usually over. And Crystal says, I remember who was the other person in Texas. but they are not a channel. It was Gracie Canales. And Lisa's asking what day is the bingo again. It's Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you already have your numbers, if you want to come in earlier than 7, that's fine, but the game won't start till 7. But I will actually start going live at 6:30 that night for those that hadn't submitted numbers. And at first I was debative, because at first I wasn't going to take numbers at the beginning of the live. But then I was like, I know people are going to come in and want to join in, and I really don't want to turn people away. So I decided to go ahead and let people do it at the beginning. But at 7 o'clock, the game is starting, whether I have your numbers or not. And if I don't have your numbers, well, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. On the 26th of this month, which is this Wednesday. And Daigo is back. Okay. And Laura Lee says Cindy Moulter, I'm probably saying her last name wrong, is in South Texas. She has content. Love her to pieces. Yeah, she's a good content creator. Okay. So I guess I'm going to start explaining how my game is going to work for y'all. And like I said earlier, you have to be subscribed to my channel to win the little prize, and your subscriptions must be public. And if you live in the continental US, you have your choice. Either you can get 3 stitch markers mailed to you, or you can choose one of these 2 patterns. And these are, it's a PDF file that I would email to you if you would go with the pattern. And this is my pink lemonade beanie, which is a knitted hat. And this one is my Easter plaid beanie. And this one is in crochet with the waistcoat stitch. And I do have tutorials that explains most of the things that you need to, pretty much everything that you need to know to be able to make these hats. I didn't do an actual tutorial of the whole hat, but I have tutorials like on all the stitches and how to do color work and that type of thing. And for the knitted hat, Friday I will have the tutorial on how to do a basic beanie. So at that point, that should cover everything. But anyway, so the game we're playing, I forgot something. So that's if you're in the U.S. Now, if you're international or Alaska or Hawaii, then you would only get to pick one of these hat patterns. Okay, you don't, the international and Alaska and Hawaii don't have the option for stitch markers. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a Wheel of Fortune style game. And whoever guesses the puzzle correctly in the chat, the first one on my end that has the correct answer will be the winner. And you must have it spelled correctly. Kind of like how when you play Wheel of Fortune, if you don't say the puzzle correctly, like if you mispronounce a word, then it's not correct. It has to be spelled correctly. And like punctuate, capital, you don't have to worry about capital. I'm getting tongue tied. You don't have to worry about, capitalization. And this isn't going to be a proper name or anyway, but yeah, it has to be spelled correctly. And this is the puzzle here. So let me try to get it where you can see it. Okay, the category is food, and there's 5 words in the puzzle. And as you see, like on the first line, that's the first word, and it has 7 letters in the first word. The second word, is the second line, and that word has 5 letters. The third word is 4 letters, and it's on the third line. The fourth word is 6 letters, and the fifth word is 5 letters. So I hope y'all let me know that y'all understand how this works. But it's basically like a puzzle, and and like I said, and this is the category is food, and this all goes together. It's all together. Kind of like if the puzzle would be Little Red Riding Hood. It's like basically like that. So I hope I'm explaining this well to y'all. And the way that it's going to work is I have all the letters to the puzzle in this little Ziploc bag here. And I will pick one letter at a time from the bag and give you to solve the puzzle. And then I'll move on to the next letter until someone guesses the puzzle. So let me know real quick if y'all understand how this works. And I'm going to read some of the comments before actually starting. And Crystal says, yes, that is who I was thinking of. That was a channel. And Daigo says that Gracie is a sweetheart. Crystal agrees. And Daigo says hats are so cute. Thank you. Okay, and Deanna says, I feel so bad. I bought the pattern, but honestly, between babysitting, mom's surgery, and my epidural shots, a lot going on. I'm looking forward to my vacation. We are now leaving 3 days earlier, laughing out loud. And even though that you already bought the pattern, that will still be there for you. And you do still have I think you only bought the first pattern I made, but you can get the second one if you decide to do more with knitting, or you could get the stitch markers. Because I'll be making 3, because if you're in the U.S., you have the option of 3 stitch markers instead of the hat. And Deanna says she understands this is going to be fun. And this is an idea that I have for a regular giveaway, where the only real difference in how it would work, like in a regular video, the answers would have to be submitted via email, because I don't think it would work good letting people answer in the chat, where it'd be whoever sent me the correct answer via email would be the winner. And also, y'all would have to put y'all YouTube profile name and the email to me, since the names will, some people's names will be different, so I would know who you were. And also, like, what I would probably do would be, like, each day come on with a new letter in the puzzle. But at the end, let me know if that would be a giveaway y'all would be interested in down the road. And I'll probably do this too in future lives too. Okay. Daigo says be right back. So I'll give her a few minutes to come back before I start picking the letters. And Deanna says, okay, sounds great. Okay. So does anybody have any questions with how the game works? Okay. Okay. Lisa says yes, she understands. Good. And and if y'all have questions, let me know now before we get started. But I want to give a few minutes for Daigo to come back. Let's see. Yeah. And another thing too that might make it easier, if you have like paper. If you have paper by you, you might want to kind of jot down how the puzzle is to make it easier on yourself, because there will be times that it won't be held up while I'm picking the letters. And Lisa wants to know if this would include drinks. No, this is not. There's no drinks in this puzzle. It's just it's food. Hopefully Daigo comes back soon. But I don't know how long she's going to be, so hopefully it don't take her long. So anybody else have any questions? Crystal says, I understand, but I'm going to give everyone else a chance to just watch and sit it out. Okay, that's cool, Crystal. And after the game's over, because I don't know how long it'll take, I may still ask some more of my questions. I said, so I may get it after a few letters, and then it may take more letters for someone to get it. So the game could end quickly, or it might take about 30 minutes. And Dai goes back. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to pick the first letter. Oops. I need a bigger desk. Okay, so okay, okay. The first letter is M, and there's one M. So let me write that in for y'all. Okay. So the M is in the second word, the third letter. So does anyone have idea what it could be yet? I don't think y'all have enough to go on yet. And Nadine is here. Oops. Hi Nadine, how are you today? And we're playing a Wheel of Fortune style game. And since I just started it, y'all can still join in. And basically, the way that it works is the category is food. 5 words in the puzzle, and the first word has of the puzzle has 7 letters. The second, the third 4, the fourth 6, and the last word 5. So that's how it works. And I'll be drawing letters in the puzzle and adding them to it. And whoever guesses the puzzle correctly first in the chat on my side will be the winner. And it's a little small prize that you'll win, which I'll if you're the winner, you'll find out at the end. And Darlene's here too. Yeah, you can still join in if you want to, Darlene. And she won't. Oh, you won't be able to play. She's knitting. I wanted to watch though to support you. Hi, moderator Crystal. So, what are you knitting, Darlene? Yeah. Yeah, we're playing a game for a little prize, and it's a Wheel of Fortune type game. And Nadine says, well, you never know. And it has to be all 5 words that you get, because it all flows together, kind of like the Little Red Riding Hood, something to that effect. But yeah, you have to have everything correct in the puzzle to be the winner. And Deanna wants to know, do we just type the answer out if we know it? Yes. You would type it out in the chat. And you have to have, guess all 5 of the words in the puzzle. And like I said, it flows together. So it's not like it's 5 different, it's not like it's 5 different food words. This is something that's considered a meal. Yeah. And Crystal says you have to guess all 5 words. Yep. And Darlene says, I'm knitting a hat with some new yarn I got. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we can say like it was chicken noodle soup. You know, that could, that would be an example of what, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to pick the next letter now. I've done enough talking. Okay. And the next letter is I, and there's one I in the puzzle. Move this out my way. So there's one I, and it's in the third word. Any guesses yet? But I think it's still too early. And this puzzle will probably be a little challenging, just to let y'all know. I was trying not to go with something that would be too easy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick the next letter. And the next letter is E, and there's one E. Ta-da! And it's in the first word, the second letter. And I'll give y'all a little while to see, but I still think it's too early for someone to get it. Oh, that's a Jeopardy. Sorry. Okay, I'll pick the next one. The next letter is B, and there's one B. And it's the fourth letter in the second word. The vowels are in the bag. Every letter in the puzzle is in my bag. I'll be drawing one at random. And that's the thing with this style of game. A few letters could give someone the puzzle, and then sometimes you got to have a lot of letters to get it. You just don't know. And I don't know what order the letters will get posted to. Okay, I'll draw the next one now for y'all. Okay, this one has a lot. A, and there's four A's. So this may help y'all. Hi, Heather. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? Yeah, we started playing a little game today. Okay. So there's four A's. It's the third letter in the first word, the fourth letter in the fourth word, and the second or fourth letter in the fifth word. So anyone has any ideas yet? But if you until you know the whole puzzle, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't like put any of the words because you'd be helping someone else out. Kind of like on Wheel of Fortune when goes to solve the puzzle and they have almost everything but one word, and then it gives it away to the other person that probably didn't know what the puzzle was at all. And Heather says she's finishing up her amigurumi, hoping to have it done in time to record for tomorrow, but a show distracted me. So what show were you watching, Heather? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the next letter now. Okay. This letter is G. Oops. And there's one G in the puzzle. And this might be a big help to y'all. It's the first letter in the second word. And let's see. Heather says, I just finished Shadow and Bone. And Lisa said, never heard of that, Heather. And I haven't heard of that either. And Heather says the villain from The Punisher is in it, so I had to check it out, laughing out loud. And Heather says it's a new Netflix show, fantasy kind of steampunk. Do 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 do. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick the next letter now. So y'all having fun with this game? I hope y'all like it. I really do. Okay. The next letter for y'all is a T, and there's three T's in the puzzle. I put the little number by the letter to make it easier for me so I don't forget to put a letter. Heather says, I think I know the second word. And I had a feeling most of y'all probably know the second word. And Deanna likes it. Deanna, Lisa likes it. Lisa says she's bad at these puzzle games. I like doing the puzzle games. And I do have another idea for a puzzle game, too, for a giveaway. Heather says, me too. Hey, Crystal says, don't say them, Heather. Yeah, don't say them unless you know the whole puzzle. And Crystal says she has the first two words. Crystal says, be right back. Digo says, love it. Okay. So it was T, which the third word, third letter is a T. And then the fourth word, the third and the fifth letter is a T. I don't know. Y'all, if some of y'all know like the first two words, y'all more likely to figure it out at this point. Well, and Heather says, Krista, sorry I missed your stream last night. Went to see my hubby's friends off before they moved. You can still catch it on replay if you haven't already. I'm going to hold this one up a little longer because I figure people should be getting closer to figuring the puzzle out. My hands are getting tired too holding this up so much. I'll go with the letter now. And next letter is a W, and there's one W. And the W is in the third word, first letter. Let's see. Okay, Crafty. Sarah is here. Hi, Sarah. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? We're playing a little game in our live right now. But after the game's over with, I will be doing some more questions, doing the Q&A style for a little while. I'll probably stay live. I may go to 2 hours today. And Heather says, I think I have the first 4 words. And Lorelai says, let me, it looks like lemon thing. I don't know. I have 3. Crystal's back. Sarah says, I think I know what it is, all of it. Lisa says, I only have the second and third word, laughing out loud. That's it. And Nadine says, I just can't get the last 2 words. And Diga, she has it. And Sarah says, I have all the words, I think. And Janet says, I have the last 4. Sarah says, do we shout it out? You need to put, if you think you have it, you need to put it in the comments. And the first person on my side that has the correct answer will win the little prize that I have. Yes, if you know what it is, put it down in the comments. But just remember, if you're not sure of yourself, you could be giving it away to someone else. So just be careful with that. And Crystal says, I can't get the last 2 words either. And Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And that is it. Seafood gumbo with potato salad. And yes, that is a real thing in Louisiana. Most people, when there's gumbo, they want it with potato salad. Like I said, this one was a little trickier. But yes. Okay. Okay, Sarah. Do you live in the continental United States, or do you live international, or Alaska, Alaska or Hawaii? Let me know that. And let me check. I'm going to verify that you're a subscriber and your subscriptions are public. Just give me a minute, everyone. Give me a minute, everyone. Okay. May not have it right. Um, and Heather says, salad, you're good. Yeah, I figured the potato salad part would be trickier. And Daigo says, too slow to type. Nadine says, great job. And Heather says, I love potato salad, especially with some deviled eggs mixed in. Yeah, Laura Lee, it is seafood gumbo with potato salad, but Sarah beat you to it. Sorry. Actually, you know what? Look, Laura Lee, I'm generous. I'm feeling generous, so I'll go ahead and yeah, you're out of the country, right? Or hold up. Let me know if you're in the continental U.S. or not. I can't remember. And Melissa says she's doing great. And how are you? I'm doing good, Melissa. And she says she's working on a tote bag. And Deanna says, I don't even know what gumbo is, laughing out loud. Oh, it's good. And we love it here in Louisiana. We use pretty much anything as an excuse to make gumbo. And when the weather like starts to turn cooler, like the first little cold front we have, it's always gumbo making weather. But it's typically like it's basically you do flour and oil to make a roux, and then like you either use broth, which broth is more flavorful. Some people just use water, and then you can do a chicken sausage gumbo, or seafood where you have like the shrimp, crab, I think even sometimes crawfish in it. But yeah, gumbo is good. Sarah says, "Oh wow, I love gumbo and potato salad." Okay. Sarah says she's in the UK. You may have to give to someone else. Okay, this is the thing. Being international, you have your pick out of these two patterns, and I'll send you the PDF file. This is my pink lemonade beanie pattern, and this is a knitted hat pattern. So you can either pick this pattern, which I know it looks funny because my green screen filters out green, so the little like holy spaces that's green, and or you my Easter plaid beanie, and this is a crochet hat done in waistcoat stitch. Um, and with these hats, I pretty much have tutorials that show you all the techniques and stitches that you'll need to know. With the knitted hat, I am working on a sick beanie tutorial, which I'm hoping to have uploaded on Friday. So let me know which one of those that you would want, and send me an email, Sarah. My email address is just another stitch 2020 at gmail.com, and it's scrolling on the screen, and it's also in the description box of this video and really in all my videos. My email address is easy to find. And Melissa says, Hangman, laughing out loud. Yeah, this was kind of like Hangman. Jana says, I knew it was a Louisiana thing. I don't do gumbo unless he's a bendable green toy. And Daigo says, congrats, Sarah. And Deanna says, great job, you're good. And Heather says, Laura guessed second, yeah. But I will go ahead and let her get a prize too. And Melissa says, congrats. And Sarah says, happy for Laura Lee to get the prize. Jana says, Deanna, you know who Gumbo is? And Sarah says, I'm in UK, so wouldn't expect you to post here. But yeah, Sarah, I don't know, you may have already answered, but I could email you the pattern for one of these two hats for your prize. So just let me know. Yes, like Crystal says, anyone out of the US, or if you're in Hawaii or Alaska, you would get the PDF file for my pattern of either my crochet or knitted hat. And Laura Lee says, we don't do much gumbo or seafood here. I would have never thought of potato salad, laughing out loud. Yeah, I kind of figured the potato salad part would make the puzzle a little harder to figure out, especially if you're not, familiar with how us Louisiana people do things. And Deanna says, Julie, yes, I do. And Lisa says, great job, guys. Yeah. And Laura, get the pattern for the hat. Yeah. And Laura Lee, let me know which prize that you're gonna want. Oh, hey, Cindy. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And for those that don't know Cindy, she has a new channel. She's awesome. Y'all go check her channel out. And Crystal, if you haven't done so already, drop her link in the chat. But yeah, y'all go check Cindy out. And Lisa says, I have never had gumbo. Oh, you don't know what you're missing. And Sarah says, I'm working on crochet top right now and some face cloths. But yeah, Sarah and Lorelai, y'all send me an email. That way, I can set up getting y'all prizes to y'all. And let me know which one that y'all want. And yeah, are you in the continental U.S., Lorelai? I think I'm thinking she is, because she had won one of my other giveaways. And I remember she initially sent her address to me when it was a gift card. So I'm almost positive it was a U.S. address she had sent. Deanna says Gumby and Pokey. Yeah, Crystal saying gumbo's good. You should try it. And y'all might even be able to find a recipe online if y'all are interested in trying gumbo. But you really want to try to find a Cajun recipe for it, because some recipes don't do gumbo justice. Lisa says I should try making it. And Diane, and wants everyone to have a great weekend. Bye, Daigo. I hope you have a good weekend. And I hope you had a good time today. Yeah. Crystal's agreeing that you should make gumbo, Lisa. Okay, so Sarah says the crochet beanie. Okay. Yeah, but send me an email because that way I can get the pattern to you. Let me write that down so I know which one you want. But yeah, send me an email at justanotherstitch2020 at gmail.com, and I'll see about sending it. But I'm not going to check my email until after the live's over. And depending on when you send the email, if it's later on, then I may not notice the email till later. But I will get your pattern to you. And Lorelai says we eat a lot of potato salad in Idaho. We don't have to do You don't have to do anything for me. Crafty one, laughing out loud. I mean, it's up to you, Laura Lee. I'm more than fine letting you have a little price too. And I also want to know, it's like y'all. So I take it y'all want to see this game again. And I'm probably, like I said, I'll probably fit it in periodically on live videos. And eventually, I am looking to do this on a regular giveaway on my channel. But like I said, I would have to use, people would have to send me the email via email because I don't think it would work well in the comments. An email is a lot better to have, like you can tell who sent the email first. And like I said, I would have to do a little short video every day showing y'all the new letter in the puzzle. And I'd probably do sign-ups too. That way only those that, I don't know, I may still let anyone jump in at any time on it until it's solved. I don't know. I still got to think that part through. And Lisa said, email me, Cindy, so I could help you. But it would almost be the blind leading the blind, laughing out loud. Yeah. Cindy has a very new channel. And, if you're a content creator, oops, my cat did something. but if you're a content creator and if you want to try to give Cindy a shout out on your channel, that would be awesome. But yeah, let's grow as a content creator. And let's see. Laura Lee says, my friend mother made it once. She was from the South. Yeah, and jambalaya is good. Etouffee. We love our Cajun dishes down here. Laura Lee says she enjoyed the game. And Sarah said, that's so kind of you to give 2 prizes. Thank you, Sarah. And Cindy says, I'm working on my beads for the contest. Oh, awesome. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and ask my next question for y'all while I catch, and then catch up on. Let's see, where was I? Okay. How many of Bag O' Day crystals patterns have you made, and which ones? And I don't think I've made any of her patterns yet. A lot of her patterns book more. I think she makes gorgeous patterns, and she's on my to-do list. But the poncho that I plan to make this year is one of her ponchos. It's a hooded poncho, and I really like that one. So that's the one I'm gonna go with that. And another thing too, if y'all are interested in purchasing one of my hats, they're both on Ravelry. They're on sale for $2, and this is the link for the pink lemonade beanie. But from there, you should be able to find the other hat if you're interested in that one. And Cindy said those are beautiful hats. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Okay. And Sarah says she'll email. Okay, good, good, good. And Julie's here. Hi, Julie. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? Sarah says she loves jambalaya too. Oh, and I haven't had jambalaya in a while. I'm gonna have to make one soon. And yeah, we love our seafood down here too. And let's see. Julia says, sorry I am late. I lost track of time working in the garden. That's okay. You're here now. And oh, how do y'all like my green screen background, my UFO? Y'all know I love aliens. And like aliens and ghosts are like my new go-to emoji. I thought about adding the poop emoji too, because I think it's so cute. But then I'm like, I don't know. I don't want someone to take it wrong if I put the poop emoji at the end of my comments. Let's see, where am I? Melissa says Niagara Falls, New York. Here we I guess we love potato salad and macaroni salad. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I don't like potato salad or macaroni salad. It's like I don't like eggs. I know I'm odd. And Janet says, it's okay. I knew you were talking to me. And Cindy says, I'm working on my shawl for the bead challenge. And what's funny is that when it comes to the bead challenge, I will eventually do a poncho, which I think I'm going to add beads to it, but I probably won't start my poncho until after the challenge is over with. But I think I'll play with some beads, play around with some beads on it. And Deanna has to go, and she said she'll message me later. Okay, bye, Deanna. I hope you have a great day. And also for those that are new watching the live, I want to remind everyone my live bingo will be Wednesday, and I hope y'all are excited about it. It's called Just Another Bingo, and like I said, it's Wednesday, May 26th. And the bingo will start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for more information and to sign up, I have a video, and here's the link right here. And I'd really prefer it if you get your numbers in on the video before I go live Wednesday. But I will start going live at 6:30 Wednesday. From 6:30 to 6:55 Central Standard Time, I will still take numbers, but it would be, it's easier on me if you already have your numbers, because it'll probably get kind of hectic trying to make sure I have everyone's numbers in the chat, with the chat scrolling and everyone talking to each other. So, but anyway, I hope y'all can make it. And Cindy says, thank you for all the shout outs. You all so sweet. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. And I mean, I know what it is when you first get started. So, I try to do what I can to help other content creators. And I really try to take notice of the small channels just starting. And that's one thing too. Okay, I have my shout out Thursday video. And if you're a content creator and you want to shout out, let me know. But also, if you come across like a new channel that you think could use a shout out, let me know that too. Because I really want to help newer channels. And here is Cindy's link right here. And Lisa says the first 100 is the hardest, but you will get there fast. Yeah, the first 100 is kind of. But what's funny, I got to 100 pretty quickly, and I don't know, like it's like I'll, I'll grow, and then it's kind of like I stall for a while or growing again. And like right now, I feel like I'm kind of stalling. And I'm like, I'm so close to 600 subscribers. So I'm like, I hope I can reach 600 soon. And y'all know, usually whenever I hit that 100 mark, I do a giveaway. So, and I still have the prizes left over from the clue giveaway because my winner was international. So Jane got an Amazon gift card. So whenever I do another giveaway, that will probably be part of the price, and I may add a little more to it. It just depends. And there's also the date night yarn. And let's see. And Cindy says, I'm trying. I'm leaving so to go see my soon to be grandbaby. Congratulations on the grandbaby, and yeah, you're gonna have to tell us about your grandbaby. But yeah, I hope you have a good day. Okay, and Sarah says she emailed me. Awesome. Said after I get done with the live, I'll go check my email. And Sarah says, oh, pups, how exciting. And Lisa says, so happy for you, Cindy. My mom says being a grandma is way more fun than being a mom. And I'm only a cat mom. I have two cats, Allie and Sophie. and And if y'all aren't already in my Facebook group, I'd love to invite you. Basically, you can post anything yarn, knitting, crochet related, um, and also pictures of your pets. I love seeing y'all pets. And also, if you're a content creator, you can post stuff about your channel there too. And I'm real laid back with my group. There's not many rules. And Lisa wants to play it again. That's awesome. I figured y'all would like the game I did today. And I don't know, like some of these games I got the ideas from I used to be real active on Hot Coupon World, a couponing webpage. And we would games all the time with the coupon trains and the rope giveaways. So so I've gotten a few ideas from there on some games to play. But but the hard part with some games though is you got to be really careful that you don't make mistakes. It's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. I could easily like forget to put a letter in the puzzle, and that kind of messes things up. But or put a letter in the wrong place. And Jana says, yes, it's a great game. Awesome, awesome. I love hearing that. And Laura Lee said, this sounds silly, but do you put the potato salad in the gumbo? Some people do. And some people put eggs in gumbo too. I don't know. I just do gumbo. And Cindy says, yep, because they are the give back kind. You play with them and give them back laughing out loud. And Cindy says, thank you. I'm going to be a boy, but I can't wait to meet him. Aw, I'm so excited for you. And do y'all know what his name's going to be yet? Or and Crystal says, be right back. And Lisa said, yes, Cindy. From Pups and Crochet, from Pups and Crochet is soon talented, and she loves her 80s. Oh yes, 80s. I love the 80s too, y'all. And Crystal Hayes says, how about we guess the letters and you just say yes or no and make up the puzzle? I did think about something like that, but I think it would kind of start getting too confusing. And like everyone would be trying to guess a letter at the same time, or you'd have to have some type of rotation. I don't know. Maybe I could do it if there was more like an official, like signing up, where like I ask, okay, who wants to play, and then go from there on the live and let y'all in a certain order guess a letter. I don't know, but I think it's kind of easier to pick from the bag, like how I did on this one. I don't know. But like, I mean, if y'all have suggestions on how to make the game better or something, I am open to suggestions. And Crystal says none. Uh, oh, okay, I got. I just realized I'm like. Okay, none. What's that? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a question to the bag o' day patterns. I had gotten kind of behind on the comments, and Heather says none. And Laura Lee said, "This sounds silly, but do you put the potato salad in the gumbo?" Oops, chat went offline. Um, some people do put it in the actual, like they'll make their bowl and fix some potato salad with the gumbo like all together. They don't actually like throw it in the pot of gumbo, but some people throw eggs in a pot of gumbo. Lisa says she may have done 10 patterns by bag a day. I hope one day I can make beautiful pattern, just as closely beautiful patterns as what Bagaudet does. She's an awesome designer. And Sarah says I have made 4 of her hats. And Cindy says I have them saved, but haven't made any yet. Yet that's how I am. And Janet says I've lost count on her designs, and yet she has a lot of awesome. Melissa says I have made 4 of her girls, one of her tote bags, child's ponchos, and adult beach cover. Ooh, awesome! Yes, and shawls especially. She has beautiful shawls, and y'all know I love me some shawls. And Lisa says I did fingerless gloves, purse, hats, head water scarves. And that's one thing. I haven't made fingerless or gloves or mittens yet. And that is one thing eventually I need to work on learning to do. And Cindy says, oh wait, I did make Crystal's hat. And Angela says a washcloth. And Lisa says, me and ET. Yeah, get a green screen background of ET. Oh, maybe I should try looking that up to see if I can find one. And I might use it on one of my next lives. And Janet says, go Star Trek. Ah, there's the poop emoji. And y'all, I don't know if y'all had seen, whenever I made the poop emoji hats. I had one that was the regular brown, and then I did one that was unicorn color. And I have a video on that, and me and Frank were both wearing our poop hats. Laura Lee says I've made shawls and bags, ponchos. Actually, making her shawl now. Yeah, and I love one of her recent shawls. I know a lot of people were making it or made it, and like hers was white. It was like a wrap. I don't remember the actual name of the pattern, and I know Crystal made it. The other Crystal, the chicken cat lady. but um, but yeah, I want to make my first poncho. soon, and hopefully that won't be too difficult. I'm not the biggest fan of sewing seams together. I mean, I do it, but if I can avoid it, I do. That's like when it comes to making beanies, knitting beanies, I always do them in the round. It's like I don't like sewing that seam up for the hat. And Cindy says, yes, I do love the 80s. And I have a few things that I'm gonna post today. I'm doing a new video and have some things that I still have from the 80s. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna have to check that video out. But yeah, it's like I miss the 80s. I really do. Sarah says, is this Lisa's bead challenge with Ursula and Gina? I'm going to do that too. Yeah, that's the bead challenge that everyone's been talking about. And Nadine says exciting. And Melissa says looking forward to playing. Let's see. Cindy has an ET hat. You know what would be cute? To like design a hat that like kind of looks like ET or an alien. That would be cute. But I don't know how to go, to go about that myself. But if any of y'all designers think y'all could do it, that would be awesome to see. And Lisa said there are a lot of. I put it on my video, and Lisa Ladybird has the rules on her video. Yeah, a lot of people have videos on it, so y'all go check out all those videos. And Crystal, can you drop some of the links to do with the bead challenge? And uh, it's like I'm like, okay, my brain's not working. I'm like, okay, what's Coping's name? And I know it, but but sometimes it takes a moment for my brain to catch up. But Lisa says, no way, Cindy, you have to wear it. And Nadine says, I love seeing you smile as you say the channel is growing. You deserve to see growth, Connie. You have worked hard. Oh, thank you. And I really try hard to make my channel enjoyable and to try to help people learn, like when it comes to crochet and knitting. Um, most of my tutorials that I've done so far are more beginner tutorials to teach you the actual, yarn craft. Um, Now later on, I will get more and more into tutorials, and and some level, especially with crochet, I'm still learning because I only started crocheting in September of 2020. So I haven't been crocheting long. I'm green. Now knitting, there's still, even with knitting, there are things I haven't done yet. But knitting, I started in May of 2019. And let's see. And Lisa said in the description is where the rule prize. Yeah, there's some form of giveaway when it comes to that bead it challenge. And Crystal's back. Yay! And for those of y'all don't know, Crystal is my YouTube BFF. You see, where there's me, there's Crystal, and where there's Crystal, there's me. And Lisa says, prize, third time's the charm. And Cindy says, I have to get it out. It was from 20 years ago. It's his head. Oh, that's cute. And whenever I went to Universal Studios, I rode the ET ride there. That it was awesome. I really love Universal Studios. Yeah, and here's the link for Ladybird's Bead Challenge video. Let's see. And Crystal says she loves Star Trek, laughing out loud. And that's when I never got into Star Trek. Like all my siblings seem to be into Star Trek, but I'm the odd one. And Janet says, I have a Star Trek phone. I could call it ET. And let's see. And Cindy says, thank you. You all going on a field trip with me as I trek the states to get to see the baby. It's my first one, and she should be in full labor when I get there. So you will all get to see him. Oh, that's going to be awesome. And Janet said its ringtone is red alert. And Lisa says, I'll be praying for her, Cindy, for a smooth delivery. Yes, the your grandson will be in my prayers too. I love this. Yes, let's phone home. ET phone home, everybody. And Lisa says Elliot. Oh yeah, Elliot. How can we forget him? And let's Elliot. And Lisa says, I don't know the difference between gumbo and jambalaya. A gumbo is more like a soup. It's served over rice and basically, like I was saying before, like you can do seafood or you could also do chicken and sausage gumbo. Um Now most of the time when I make gumbo, I do chicken because sausage is high in sodium. So unless I get specially made sausage, I tend to leave the sausage out. Oh, I'm getting tongue tied again. But yeah, you start off with a roux where you're mixing oil and flour and you let it get real brown, and then you add liquid, which it's really better if you add broth, but you can also do water, and you put your your seasonings in, and oh yeah, and I forgot about the Holy Trinity. You also gotta saute you up some onion, bell pepper, celery, and garlic. Yeah, you need that in a gumbo. um, a jambalaya is more rice based. It's basically the same vegetables. You have rice. You have your chicken and sausage, or you can do seafood jambalaya too, and you put like your seasoning and but it's more like kind of like a rice dressing type dish. And for those that didn't hear me mention my Facebook group earlier, I'd love for you to join if you haven't already. So check out my group. And, Crystal says, I'll be right here. E.T. points at Elliot's chest. Oh. And Cindy says, they are naming him Callahan Joseph. Oh, that's a nice name. Yeah. Crystal says, gumbo is like a soup. Jambalaya is rice with sausage. And let's see. Lisa says, Crystal, you're going to make me pee my pants. Laughing out loud. I am so obsessed with him. And speaking of peeing in your pants, like whenever I was probably about in sixth or seventh grade in elementary school. I was at my friend's house and we were in her little playhouse. And she said something funny and I started laughing real hard. And I peed my pants. I was so embarrassed too. And I was so scared that like she would say something, to other people at school about it. And I'm begging her, I'm like, please don't say anything. Because it's like she was more popular than I was. And it's like I would have never lived it down if anyone would have found out. But luckily she never said anything. And Laura Lee says, I have to go now and move the bones and muscles before they freeze up. I love the game just the way you did it. Oh, thank you. And I hope you have a good day, Laura Lee. And yeah, I'm fixing to wrap up once I get caught up on all the comments because it's been 2 hours, 5 minutes already. I'm going longer than I usually do on my lives. But let's see. And Crystal says, I used to have a stuffed ET, and we would sit on a, and he would, and he would sit on a shelf, and at night I was afraid she would come alive. I was like 9 years old. Oh, that's cute. And Cindy says, it's her husband's family name from his grandpa that raised him, and Joseph is after my son's middle name. Oh, that's nice. And let's see. And Lisa says, I have to keep my ET dolls in the closet because I'm still scared of them. That's something. Oh, y'all are making me laugh. Oops, let's see. And Crystal says, I have made so many by Bag a Day. I have lost count laughing out loud. Yeah, I think you're like Crystal's number one supporter. And Julie says she has to go and to have a great weekend, everyone. I have to get my leg up. Okay, you have a good day, Julie. Let's see. And Melissa says, yes, me too. Love shawls. She inspired me to make my first shawl, and since then cannot stop making them. Oh, awesome. Um, Now my first knitted shawl was a Morley bird pattern. And it's also on a lot of the Red Heart Super Saver yarn um, wrapper thingies. And then for crochet, it was Tiffany Hansen, I think is her name. It was one of her shawls that I did for my first crochet shawl. And Cindy said, I just sewed my first project bag. I will show it on my video. Oh, awesome. And I made her recent sun hat with the hat wire and the brim. It's a brilliant pattern. Oh, I love that sun hat too. That was a beautiful hat. Oh yeah, y'all need to send me some pictures of y'all finished projects. And really, if I get enough pictures, I might actually do a video where it's just my viewers' pictures. If I get a bunch of them at the same time. But normally, I just include pictures on either my Crochet Tuesday or my Knitting Friday video based on if it's crochet or knitting. And Crystal says that she can't wait to see it, Cindy. And Lisa says she loves watching your videos, Cindy. Yeah, and Lisa's the way I found out about your channel, Cindy. And Sarah says unicorn poop. That's so funny. Yeah, and the yarn colors that it's beautiful yarn and it's sparkly on my unicorn poop. And if y'all don't know already, I love making cutesy hats. And like I tend to do a lot of holiday hats. I have a thing for hats. And then the 4th of July is coming around, so I may work on some other 4th of July projects. But what's bad is I'm over there going, I really need to get like my poncho and my peppermint blanket done because those were goals I set for the year. And I'm like, I may have to put off some of these other holiday projects until next year. Yeah, Crystal says, I'm the chicken cat lady. And Cindy says, I'm in Illinois. It's like 85 degrees. I got air on 65 and I'm still hot. Oh, no. Yeah, it's probably either in the high 70s or low 80s here. But I think I have my AC on 70. And Sarah says, I have a Revu cat. She's called Tootsie. Oh, I like that name. And actually, when we had our cat Izzy, I used to kind of give her the nickname Tootsie. I would either call her Izzy or Tootsie. I miss little Izzy. She was something else. but unfortunately, she was the type of cat we couldn't keep indoors. Um, Whenever, like when the person I got her from, Izzy started out off. She was a feral kitten, and it's like we tried and tried to keep her indoors. And I mean, one time she snuck out through the window. I had opened the back bedroom window, and the screen was loose, and she got out like that. Or like if you open the door, I mean, boom, she would take off. So it got to where we couldn't keep her indoors, and she eventually never came back home one day. So, but she was a fun little cat. Oh, okay, rescue cat. That's what you meant. Okay. Crystal says not Ursula. It's Ingrid, Gina, and Lisa that's doing the Beat It challenge. I love me some Ursula too, though. And Lisa says I want to do an ET and macaroni, but I have never designed. Yeah, I'm just now starting to work on designing. But like I don't think I could design an amigurumi pattern. Okay, Ingrid. Okay. And Cindy says you can do it, Lisa. And Lisa says I should try it, laughing out loud. I want someone to make an ET or an alien hat. I'm telling y'all. I wish I knew what to, how to go about designing one. 'Cause y'all know I would sport an alien hat. And here's Ladybird's link for the Beady Challenge with the giveaway. And Cindy says, now I'm going to go look for that hat. Now it's stuck in my crawl. And Lisa says, I'm green, but I just got into it the past year, but I have done the double crochet for 20 years, laughing out loud. And let's see. Cindy says, it's always nice to get a little help from your friends. Yeah. How does that song go? Have a little help with you from your friend. But y'all don't want me to sing. I promise y'all. Y'all don't. And here's another video to do with the Beady Challenge from Ladybird. And Sarah says, Crystal, you're doing a great job as moderator. Thank you. Yes, Crystal is an awesome moderator. I love having her as my moderator. So yeah, let's give her a hand. Yay, Crystal. Go, Crystal, go, Crystal. Okay, I'll stop cutting up. And Lisa said, yes, Crystal is on it. Yeah, Crystal's always on top of things. And Cindy says, thank you all for the prayers. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. And Lisa says, safe travels, Cindy. I'm like, right, I'm going. I may end up being at 2.5 hours by the time I finish. But I like getting all the comments read before I close out. So Nadine says, Connie, you and I have the same crochet anniversary. I started September 27th. I have not put the yarn down since. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what day of the month I started in. But yeah, it's like ever since I started, really, I guess you could say even with loom knitting, it's like haven't put that yarn down since. I just went from loom knitting to crocheting, and I still do both knitting and crochet. And yes, y'all get y'all pictures to me. I want to share them, and like I said, either submit them to my email or my Facebook group. And Cindy says, I'm listening. I'm looking for the hat. Let's see. And Melissa wants to know if we can email you numbers for email. No, I'm not gonna do the email thing with the numbers for bingo because I prefer it all to be in one place and it gets kind of more complicated. And I know like Jeannie on her bingos, she was allowing people to send them to her in different like Instagram, email, and all this. And it got to be too much for her. So it's really best if you do it on the video. And Crystal, can you drop the link from? Oh, actually, it may night Nightbot might drop it. But can you go ahead, Crystal, and drop my bingo sign up video link? And Darlene says, I'm about to start dinner. It was great watching the show. Have a great evening. I'm so happy to have you today, Darlene. And I hope you have an awesome day. And I hope you enjoy your dinner. Yeah. And like Chris says, you have to post them in my bingo video or the day of the live. If between 6:30 and 6:55 p.m. Central Standard Time, you can post your numbers in the live. And that's one thing too. Once I go live, don't post the numbers in the video because I'm going to be busy on the live and I won't see it after 6:30 if you're posting on the video the numbers. But before I go live, post them on the video though. Let's see. Okay, here's the link. Okay. Actually, I got the link now, Crystal, but you probably already dropped it too. But anyway, this is the link to sign up for my bingo to submit your numbers in the comments. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And Melissa says, have to go cook my girls' dinner. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoyed listening. I hope you have an awesome day, Melissa. Yeah, and I'm fixing to wrap everything up once I get through all the comments. And Cindy says, I found him. Oh, awesome. ET phone home. ET phone home. Sarah says, I have to go or I'll pee my pants. I've had too much water. Take care. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Oh, I hope you have a nice day. Have an awesome day, Sarah. Yeah, that's one thing I always worry about. Like I'll have to like stop filming so I can go potty while I'm live. And and I have to go to the bathroom a lot. One, I drink a lot of water, and also I'm on fluid pills because I retain fluids way too easily. but but the fluid pills make me have to go to the bathroom a lot too. Yeah. Yeah, here's my bingo link again. Yeah, Lisa says, Sarah, you better go then. Yeah, don't pee your pants, Sarah. Nadine says, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yeah, we all need help from our friends. And Lisa says to wear it in your video, Cindy. Yeah, that would be awesome. And Cindy says she's going to wear it in her video today. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Yeah, we can start doing an alien thing. Everybody do something alien on your video. Be like, Connie's been a bad influence on us. she's she's getting us all into aliens. And Cindy says, you guys all crack me up. Yeah, that reminds me of the time me and Crystal were live together, and I had one of my silly questions, and Crystal's just turning all red, and we were just cracking up like crazy on that live. And let's see. Cindy says, I'm going to send you pics of my pups and Noah. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I'd love to share your pictures on my videos. Okay, I am almost finished. So this video is fixing to wrap up within, I say, 5 minutes. And Janet says, I need to get going. I'm working on my channel. I need to get my videos made. I'm trying to put them in some kind of order. Awesome. And yeah, let us know whenever you finally get that first video posted. And you'll get help from your friends. And Lisa says, Kate, wait. Oops, hit the wrong one. And Cindy says, yes, aliens contest. The alien challenge. let's wear some form of alien gear. Or like make something alien related, like crochet or knit it. And Janet says, it was so nice to see everyone. Thank you for your kindness and help. Anytime, Janet, and I'm so glad you were here today. Yeah, and Lisa says she needs to go get ready too. And Cindy says, nice to see you all too. Okay, so I'm officially caught up on the comments. So now I'm going to tell y'all bye. So I hope everyone. Oh, Lisa says she has an alien cup. Awesome. I wish I had something alien related. I don't know. I just make stick with my alien green screen. and Lisa says she has an ET mug. Oh, awesome. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light and do good to others. And bye.